Hi everyone, Chief Meteorologist Norm Van Ness here in the WNWO Weather Center. Let's go ahead and start out with the radar and satellite picture. And you can see here as we have gone through the afternoon, this intensifying winter storm continuing to pick up steam, pick up moisture from the south and trek into the Ohio River Valley. Now the track of the storm is one thing that we're watching very closely. And the other thing we're watching is notice over southwest Missouri, we're seeing what's called a dry slot. We're going to have to watch that and monitor that. It still looks like we're in for some pretty hefty snow out of this thing, but where that dry slot goes is going to be very important to how much snow we get. The other thing that we're having to track as well is the fact that the storm is actually tapping into a little bit more moisture than we were expecting. So even though the snow might cut off at some point as we go into tomorrow morning, some very heavy snow is going to fall as we head through tonight and into early tomorrow morning. So a lot of different things to look at here as far as the system goes. In fact, there's another little thing that we're watching, and that's the development of a storm off the East Coast that could actually sap some of the energy out of this thing as well. Very big forecasting headache, but here's our best guess as we go forward. And yeah, it's an educated guess, but still a guess at that. Now here we are taking a look at our true view forecast. Notice here as we go into the early evening, snow has pretty much overspread the entire area. It picks up in intensity as we get into late evening and especially during the overnight hours. We could see snowfall rates of well over an inch per hour coming down at times through the overnight. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, still snowing. And notice here as we get into the mid and late morning hours, we start to see some breakup. The snow intensity starts to fall apart and the entire system moves out as we go through our Wednesday afternoon. Unfortunately, the winds will be picking up tonight. They will increase as we go through late evening and overnight, so blowing and drifting will be a problem as we head through not only tonight, but through most of Wednesday. It's going to be into Wednesday afternoon before the winds really start to settle down. So here we are with our forecast snow totals. Notice here as we got into the early evening, we were already starting to pick up on some snow. By midnight, anywhere from 4 to maybe 5 inches in a few spots. And then as we continue through the overnight and into tomorrow morning, we continue to stack up the snow. Now, actually, this particular model that I'm showing you here is actually a little bit lagging in what I think we will see. I think by morning, a lot of you will be anywhere in the 6 to 8 inch range by the time the sun comes up with some additional snows falling as we head through the morning hours of our Wednesday. So for tonight, we're going to go with snow, and that snow will continue to intensify through the rest of the evening. 6 to 8 inches for a lot of you, especially along and south of the Turnpike by sunrise tomorrow morning. We'll see a little bit less than that as we get north of the border into lower Michigan. The winds picking up as well, lows in the upper teens, blowing and drifting a problem through the overnight and into the day on Wednesday. Snow through the morning, another 2 to 3, maybe as high as 4 inches of snow once the sun comes up and the storm starts to settle and move out going into the afternoon. High temperatures on Wednesday, upper 20s, and again stays windy through the day on Wednesday. It's not a really big howling wind, but enough that we're going to cause blowing and drifting. So kind of keep that in mind. As we look at the extended forecast, we get through this system. Thursday looks to be a good cleanup day, but you're going to have to bundle up to do it. Temperatures will start in the upper single digits, top out mid-teens Thursday afternoon, and then down to, or if not below zero, waking up on Friday morning. High temperatures there only in the low teens with some sunshine. Going into Saturday, we start clouding it up through the day, and then we get one of those clipper systems to move through as we go through late Saturday night into the day Sunday. Won't be a big snow, but it looks like some additional accumulations will be possible for the second half of the weekend. Temperatures staying cold as we head into next week. I'm Chief Meteorologist Norm Van Ness. Make sure you stay updated at northwestohio.com, Facebook, Twitter. We got you covered for the approaching winter storm.